So from our perspective here, it looks like the sun has moved on through the sky around us, and now it has gone out of the 52, the gateway of mountain and stillness, and it has gone into gateway number 39. So here we are in the bottom right-hand corner of this wheel. We're still in this quarter where this little green arrow relates. And if you look closely at the picture here, you'll see we've gone from the 15 to the 52. We're now in the 39, the sun in the 39. And the base trigram, again, is the broken solid, this mountain. And the top trigram is water. So water on the mountain is the 39. So 39 is a gate of provocation. It provokes, it pushes buttons, it upsets, it teases, it gets people's attention. That's what it does. And so this is a time where this life theme is very prevalent in terms of people are easily touched off, people provoked very quickly and very easily. So looking at the personal life theme here, the life theme is called tension. So the 39 in the bottom corner there, and the 38 on the opposite side. So sun in the 39, the gate of provocation, the 38 containing the Earth's presence, the gateway of opposition. What is opposition all about? Well, opposition to stupidity, opposition to BS, opposition to unfairness, rule systems, belief systems. These two gateways, the 39 and the 38, are very much in the individual circuitry. And individuality is all about doing your own thing. It's not about being compromised in other people's suggestions or ideas. So it's a very strong axis between the 39 and 38. And these two gateways in the root center, the center of pressure in human design, pressure to get out and do stuff. And so this life theme of tension very much involves the pressure to make sure life around is in tune. On the unconscious side, the unconscious sun in the 21, the gate of control in the willpower center. On the other side, the 48, the well, the water source, the gateway of knowledge and appreciation, understanding of life with the unconscious earth. So this life theme of tension, it's literally, tension is essential in life. For example, you're going to play a guitar. There's no point if the strings are not in tension. You're not going to play the right music. Same thing if you go sailing. If the yards are not tightened enough and the sail is not held at the right angle, you're not going to go anywhere. So tension is an essential thing of keeping life in balance. Now, the 38 and the 39 are very much individual gates. They're very personal. And so the 39 can very easily push buttons in people. And it's just interesting where it shows up in the human design chart. The opposite gateway to the 39 is the 55, the gateway of spirit. Now, it becomes quite clear in life that a lot of people have kind of lost their sense of spirit. They're a bit dull in their life. They're on a treadmill. They're just doing the same stuff all the time. And people with this life theme of tension can very easily come along and push their buttons and, really get them back into their spirited nature. It makes up a channel of 39-55 of passion. So whether people have the 55 or not in their chart, the 39 is always looking, how can we get the energy back in tune? How do we get people in tune? The life theme of tension, people with this life theme very often have difficulty in being able to relax. Massage, exercise, meditation, definitely recommending, but sooner or later this tension comes in, and the tension wanting to, in a sense, keep the atmosphere or the world around them in tune, like to eliminate stupidity, to eliminate BS, to eliminate rule systems that aren't in any way relating to what's needed in any moment in time. So people with this life theme, it's great for them to laugh, to find a sense of humor in things. Life can get very tense. They can bring this tension with them wherever they go. And in the time where the sun is going through this particular life theme, we'll all find perhaps the energy around us. It's a great opportunity to bring things back in tune with our life again. Sun moves on, it goes on into the fixed life theme of provocation. And again, here we have the 39 in the fourth line, and the unconscious lines have moved on. On the unconscious sun, it's gone into the 51, which is the gateway of shock. And the unconscious earth has gone on into the 57, the gateway of intuition, awareness, splenic awareness. All four of these gates are individual. And so just provocation is going to happen here, because people with this life theme, they don't abide by rule systems. They don't go along with the belief systems. They're just aimed towards what is truthful, what is right. And if people are out of tune, then I will be available to perhaps help them tune up again. And just to see, they're not necessarily going to get along with everybody. They're not necessarily going to go along with everybody else's ways of doing stuff. So people with this life theme, they have to be encouraged to live their own life on their own terms. They can be met by these expressions. What would happen if everybody behaved like you did? And that is not a real question for somebody with this very, very individual fixed fate life theme. They have to hold the course. And the 39 does a great service in a way of provoking people or reminding people of their spirited nature, of their passion, of their engagement with life. But again, they have to be very careful who it is that gets them and who it is that does not. Then we move on into the interpersonal life theme, and here we are, the life theme of individualism. Conscious sun in the 39, conscious sun and conscious earth in the 38, and then the unconscious sun in the 51, unconscious earth in the 57. And we're looking at fifth and sixth lines here with the 39 and 38. So these are the interpersonal profiles. The fifth line presence is always about offering leadership and guidance. And the sixth line presence very much about overseeing everything, making resources available to everybody. And this is all about really holding to a completely personal, individual presence in life. And very, very easy, again, for people to fall out. We don't really get what you're doing here. Very individual, very innovative, very different, bringing about all kinds of novel possibilities in life, but definitely outside of things that would be considered the normal rule systems and normal belief systems, because all four of these gates are very much individual. People with this life theme includes the United States of America. I say people, but the Constitution of the United States was written up on the 4th of July in 1776, and that is the life theme that was playing at that time. So it would have to be seen that America, the foundation for America is individualism. And it's just curious in this time on the world, in this time of apparent great chaos, or more chaos than usual. We're moving into this age of the individual. We're moving out of the age of the collective into the age of the individual. And so standing up for individual rights is a very, very important thing. We're kind of moving past this whole area of that government was running everything and the religions were running everything. And we're moving into this age of people realizing this is my life. I have to live my way in this life. And this life theme very much stands for that. What to say about being an individual? It's don't expect everyone to agree with you. Don't expect everyone to go along with what it is that you're going through. And it doesn't mean to say you have to be contrary with rule systems and things like that, but it's all about standing up for your own rights. So that's the nature of that particular life theme, standing up for yourself in your own very individual, very modern, modest, clear way. All of the 192 life themes are written up in the Book of Destinies. It's available in all kinds of different bookstores. And it's the third book in the Human Design trilogy. The Human Design book was the first one out in the world. It's now in 14 languages. We're about to get the 15th language going with it. Book of Lines expands on the whole arena of each hexagram, all the 6 lines. So it goes through all the 384 lines in the I Ching, according to Human Design, according to this 21st century system that we're working with here. So the QR code on the left gets you to a free report. QR code on the right gets you to look and examine the 3 books that we have for you. So on we go. Great time for this planet. Tension, provocation, individualism. We're all moving towards being more and more true to our known nature. And so this 39th gateway really helps us in that regard.